Hey there guys, hope you're all doing well as we welcome you back to Luxe Life. Today's video is on the top 10 most expensive watches in the world for those of us who like to accessorize our wrists and update our timepieces based on the latest trends. While a watch can be a statement piece and say a lot about a person, some of these expensive watches can be worth a small fortune. So without any further ado, let's dive right in. Keep watching if you're curious about the most expensive watches in the world. Number 10. Breguet Grand Complication $30 million Marie Antoinette. Breguet's pocket watch comes with a fascinating history. Marie Antoinette is said to have been attracted by Breguet's watches and to have collected a number of them throughout the years, including a perpetuelle with a self-winding mechanism. In 1783, a secret admirer of hers placed an order with Breguet for a watch that would be as stunning as possible, utilizing the complete spectrum of horological skill available at the time as a present for the Queen. The instructions said that gold should be used in lieu of other metals wherever feasible, and that auxiliary mechanisms or complexities should be as many and diverse as possible. The only requirements were to utilize gold wherever feasible and to include as many and diverse problems as possible. It took 44 years to build and was finished 34 years after Marie Antoinette was executed and 4 years after Abraham Louis Breguet died. Its enormous complexity and background make it a tempting purchase for affluent collectors. Number 9. Rolex Daytona Reference 6239 $18.7 million Paul Newman. Paul Newman, actor, director, racing car driver, provider of delectable condiments, and possessor of some of the world's most renowned blue eyes, was the first owner of this Rolex watch. The design was initially released in 1963 and is widely regarded as the ultimate racing timepiece. Paul received the watch from his wife, actress Joanne Woodward, in 1969 with the phrase "drive carefully" on the reverse. Over the following 15 years, he would wear this watch in hundreds more races. As a result of Paul's unmistakable cool guy image, Hollywood background, and lovely tail, this watch has become a sought-after timepiece. The Paul Newman Daytona, which Newman received as a gift from his wife, actress Joanne Woodward, has long been regarded as the holy grail of watch collectors. Many people are claiming this is the finest watch on the globe, said Jeff Hess, the CEO of Analog Shift and a vintage Rolex enthusiast. He went on to say, "This watch transcends watch collecting. It transcends the watch community." Number 8. Patek Philippe Ur Universal by Gobi Milano $9 million. The Patek Philippe Gobi Milano Ur Universal Reference 2523 is highly sought after because of its many design characteristics. To begin with, just 7 of this type were made in pink gold, and it's the only one in existence with a blue enamel dial signed by both Patek Philippe and Gobi Milano. It also had a novel global time system, Ur Universal, that really showed the design and workmanship of watchmaking's golden age. It was all made in 1953, and it's all in mint condition, adding to the rarity. The Patek Philippe Gobi Milano Ur Universal's reference 2523 was sold at Christie's Masterpiece Auctions in 2019 for 70,175,000 Hong Kong dollars or $8.9 million, making it the most expensive watch ever sold in all of Asia. This watch is breathtakingly rare, according to Christie's, since just one of the single-signed blue enamel dial references is known to still exist. It has 2 signatures, one from Patek Philippe and the other from Gobi the Merchant. Number 7. Rolex Daytona Unicorn $6.1 million. This is the only known vintage white gold Rolex Daytona with the moniker the Unicorn. While white gold was popular in the 1970s for the more opulent day-date watches, it was uncommon to see it in a more rugged sports watch. A black dial with matching white gold indices and contrast white subdials are among the watch's other characteristics. It's also been back to Rolex for servicing on a few occasions. Nonetheless, much regarding this watch remains a mystery. Number 6. Franck Muller Mega 4 Eternitas $2.7 million. Do you want to see what the world's most intricate wristwatch looks like? Take a look at Franck Muller's Eternitas Mega 4. This complicated clock has a staggering 1,483 components and a world record-setting 36 complications. While you'll have to spend roughly $2.7 million to get your hands on this watch, the steep cost may be well worth it. The Eternitas Mega 4 contains a calendar that follows a 1,000-year cycle that's renewed indefinitely. Number 5. Lang & Sohn Grand Complication $2.5 million. A. Lang & Sohn started on a development initiative to add to its skill set by producing its own acoustic complexities, despite the fact that there's no indigenous heritage of striking watches in Germany, because historically, these movements were imported. A. Lang & Sohn constructed gongs and a striking mechanism from the ground up, led by Anthony de Haas, head of product development, who gained hands-on expertise working as a complication specialist for Renault and Poppy. The Grand Complication watch from Lang & Sohn launched in 2013 and is presently the brand's most costly timepiece. This timepiece, which takes about a year to create and costs $2.5 million, is valued for its many intricacies. A perpetual calendar with moon phase, split seconds chronograph with flying seconds, and a grand and petite sonnery with minute repeater are all housed within its massive gold case, which measures 50mm inch in diameter and 20mm thick. The complicated mechanism of this clock has a total of 876 pieces. Number 4. Jaeger-LeCoultre Hybris Mechanica Grande Sonnery $2.5 million. The Jaeger-LeCoultre Hybris Mechanica Grande Sonnery contains a 1,406-part manual winding mechanical movement. All of these components, of course, work in unison to create a technological timepiece with a reputed value of $2.5 million. Naturally, this timepiece includes a grande sonnery as well as a petite sonnery, minute repeater, and silent modes, as its name implies. It also has a Westminster chime that reproduces the sounds of Big Ben, making it one of the longest tunes played by a grande sonnery. Number 3. Rolex Anti-Magnetique from 1942, $2.4 million. A Rolex will always come with a hefty price tag, but how much does an extremely rare one set you back? In May of 2016, an auction in Geneva sold this outstanding Anti-Magnetique reference 4113 for about $2.4 million, almost double what it was expected to fetch. The split seconds chronograph has a 44mm stainless steel case with an enormous dial. Only 12 reference 4113 wristwatches were ever built, and this one was constructed in 1942. Philips, a relative newcomer to the world of watch auctions, set the world record for a Rolex wristwatch at auction on an unassuming Saturday in May when the Anti-Magnetique reference 4113 from 1942 sold for nearly $2.4 million, precisely 2,405,000 Swiss francs, at the unique start-stop reset auction of stainless steel chronographs. The fact that this vintage Rolex is made of stainless steel rather than a precious metal may surprise people unfamiliar with today's auction environment. In the realm of high-powered auctions, however, rarity is much more significant than materials. Number 2. Vacheron Constantin Tour de Lille, $1.5 million. This watch, like the rest on our list, is only accessible to a select group of wealthy individuals. Vacheron Constantin, a Swiss company, produced this wristwatch, which was introduced back in 2005. The release commemorated the company's 250th anniversary. To guarantee exclusivity, they produced only 7 limited edition pieces. Although the Tour de Lille no longer retains the distinction of the most intricate timepiece in the world, it still commands a hefty price. This tourbillon minute repeater perpetual calendar was equipped with a wide variety of astronomical functions despite the absence of a chronograph. On the back of the watch is the perpetual calendar, as well as sidereal time represented in a realistically miniature star chart, dawn and sunset timings, time in a second time zone, and the equation of time. Number 1. Greubel Forsey Art Piece 1, $1.5 million. As if their exceptional multi-tourbillon pieces weren't enough, Robert Greubel and Stephen Forsey have collaborated with artist Willard Wiggin to create Art Piece 1. A Greubel Forsey 30-degree double tourbillon and a Wiggin microsculpture are housed in the watch, which can be seen via magnification in the crown at 9 o'clock. Timepieces are often described as works of art, but the Art Piece 1 takes this concept to a whole new level. While the mechanical qualities of Art Piece 1 by Grubel 4C, such as its 30-degree slanted double tourbillon, may easily garner a high price, its $1.5 million worth stems from its design. A nano sculpture is featured on the beautiful and wonderful clock. The sculpture is buried within the watch and can only be seen owing to a microscopic optical system that functions as a microscope at the watch's crown. So far, a ship, mask, Coca-Cola bottle, and hummingbird have been built. Alright guys, that's all from us today. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Do be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this going forward. Catch you guys later.